Welcome back to Reviews Inside TV, where your next buy meets honest insight. If you've ever stood over a bubbling pan of oil, second-guessing whether your fries are golden or just greasy, then today's feature might just catch your curiosity. We're talking about the T-fal Compact Easy Clean Deep Fryer. Stainless steel, 1.8-liter oil capacity, and a claim to stress-free frying with built-in oil filtration. Sounds neat on paper, but let's see how it handles real-life messes and expectations. This compact fryer is designed for countertop cooking without cluttering your space. It holds up to 1.8 liters of oil and can cook about 1.7 pounds of food at once, enough to feed a family of 4. The temperature control dial lets you tweak between 300 and 375 degrees Fahrenheit, giving you flexibility whether you're crisping up frozen chicken strips or trying your hand at tempura. Safety-wise, it's loaded. Locking lid, cool touch handles, auto shut-off, and a viewing window to monitor progress without opening the lid and getting that oil splash surprise. But what really sets this model apart, at least on paper, is its patented automatic oil filtration system. After cooking, the oil drains through a filter into a sealed box for storage, so you can reuse it later without having to strain it yourself. It also promises reduced kitchen odors, which anyone who's fried fish indoors will tell you is a major bonus. Now, setting this thing up took just minutes. No tools, no fuss. Snap the basket into place, pour the oil in, and plug it in. The temperature dial is manual but intuitive. For testing, I went with a couple of common fry targets: fresh-cut fries, battered chicken, and frozen mozzarella sticks. Preheating took just under 10 minutes. For fries, I set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and they came out with a great outer crisp and a fluffy center in under 8 minutes. The chicken held up well too, no sticking, and surprisingly even color without rotating. Mozzarella sticks were the only hiccup. Some splitting happened if I overcrowded the basket, so spacing is key. Post-fry cleanup though? That's where this fryer flexes. With the oil filter doing its job, draining was completely hands-off. Just flick the switch and the oil disappears into the storage box. All removable parts went into the dishwasher without issue. No greasy bowls or spills, and no lingering burnt oil smell the next day. The strongest point here is the oil filtration system. That alone could save frequent fryers a decent chunk of cash on oil, not to mention cleanup time. Build quality is solid, no flimsy plastic here. The stainless steel housing feels premium, and it's compact enough to tuck away if you're not using it daily. Temperature control was mostly accurate, though there's no digital readout, so you'll need to trust the dial. On the flip side, the fryer's basket is smaller than some may expect. It's great for small batches, but not built for party-size portions. Also, there's no countdown timer, which feels like a miss for a unit in this price range. That said, if you're already the kind of home cook who eyeballs everything, it might not matter. If you're enjoying this review so far, go ahead and tap that like button. It tells us what kind of content you love. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hey, ring the bell so you're always in the loop when we drop something new. You don't want to miss the next product that might totally change your kitchen game. When it comes to the price-to-performance ratio, the Tfal Easy Clean holds up well, especially if you fry often. You're paying for convenience. The filtration system, the safety features, and the dishwasher-safe design. Compared to something like the Presto 0542 New Fry Daddy, which is cheaper but lacks filtration and temp control, the Tfal justifies its higher price by giving you more control and less mess. If you're stepping up from a bare-bones fryer or pan-on-the-stove method, this feels like a major upgrade in both usability and hygiene. Looking at competitors, the DeLonghi Lavenza Deep Fryer offers more capacity and a digital interface, but comes at a noticeably higher price and takes up more space. On the other hand, the Cuisinart CDF 100 is about the same size and a bit cheaper, but lacks any oil filtration, meaning you're back to pouring hot oil into strainers if you want to reuse it. So in that sweet spot between function and form, Tfal manages to carve out a clear lane for itself. Compact, yet capable, smart without being over-engineered. Material-wise, the construction is impressive for a mid-tier fryer. Stainless steel exterior, solid basket design, and seals that don't feel like they'll degrade after a few cycles. While there's not enough data yet to talk about 3-year or 5-year longevity with confidence, Tfal as a brand has built a solid reputation for reliable kitchen gear, and the components here don't feel like they'll give out anytime soon with moderate use. As for customer service, I didn't have to contact support, but Tfal generally scores well in consumer forums for replacement parts and warranty responses. Their manuals are well written, and there's a decent online knowledge base, which is a relief when something goes sideways mid-fry and you're looking for a quick answer. So here's the bottom line. If you're someone who fries at home regularly and hates the mess that comes with it, the Tfal Compact Easy Clean is a smart solution. It's not oversized, it's not underpowered, and it doesn't demand much babysitting. Just keep in mind the smaller batch size and lack of a timer. For small households or casual fryers who still want good results without fuss or cleanup headaches, this is a solid pick. But if you're feeding a crowd or want full digital precision, you might want to look higher up the fryer food chain. Thanks for hanging out with us on Reviewsinside.tv. If you're curious about getting one for yourself, check out the comments box. We've dropped the product link there. Got questions? Maybe you already own it? Share your thoughts or ask away. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Reviewsinside.tv reminding you, if it sizzles, fries, steams, or blends, we'll be the first to tell you if it's worth your coin.